Welcome back to the channel, everyone. It is a wildly chaotic day in the soap world, and honestly, we need to talk about the absolute madness unfolding right now. Grab a coffee, or maybe something much stronger, because we have a massive amount of ground to cover today, and I am just buzzing with thoughts. The drama is non-stop, and we are diving right in. And let's just dive right into the deep end, because the fallout from Hope Logan Spencer's massive defection to Logan is still sending shockwaves through every single office in Los Angeles. I mean, we all saw the live stream a few episodes ago, right? We all saw the exact moment Katie Logan dropped the Hope by Logan bombshell on the fashion industry, completely hijacking Eric Forrester's highly anticipated haute couture return. But what we didn't see coming, or maybe what we should have seen coming if we were actually paying attention to, the background players, is the massive ripple effect this is having on the rest of the Forrester creation staff. Specifically, Zende Forrester Domings. So let's talk about Zende for a minute. Let's really talk about him. Because honestly, I feel like Zende has been pushed to the side for so long, and I am kind of living for his villain era, or his rebellion era, whatever you want to call it. Zende is absolutely, fundamentally furious right now. And can you blame the guy? Can you actually blame him? Steffy Forrester Finnegan just decided to completely freeze his entire collection at Forrester Creations. He put his blood, sweat, and tears into those designs for hope for the future. He stepped up when Thomas Forrester couldn't deliver what Hope wanted. He did the work, and what did he get for it? A pat on the back and a locked door. Steffy and Ridge just shelved his entire collection like it was nothing. Like his talent doesn't even matter at all. Carter Walton tried to tell Zende to be patient last week. We saw that. Carter was playing the good company man, telling Zende that his time to shine would come, that it was just a delay. But let's be real here. Let's be completely honest with ourselves. Steffi was never going to greenlight that line anytime soon. She was using the budget as an excuse. She was using Eric's couture show as an excuse, but she just wanted to ice Hope out, and Zende became collateral damage in the Steffi versus Hope war. And Zende knows it. He is not stupid. He sees exactly what is happening, and he is done playing the loyal soldier for a family that doesn't respect his art. So what does Zende do? He does the most dramatic, shocking thing he could possibly do right now. He secretly sets up a meeting with Hope. Yes, you heard me right? Zende sneaks over to the enemy territory. He walks right into Hope's brand new, shiny office at Logan. Imagine the tension in that room. Imagine the sheer panic Hope must have felt when a Forrester walked through her door right after she just dropped the biggest betrayal in fashion history on their heads. But Zende didn't go there to yell at her. He didn't go there to defend Steffi or Ridge or even Eric. He went there to defect. Zende looks Hope dead in the eye and frankly admits that he no longer sees a future for himself at his family's company. I mean, wow, just wow. The weight of that statement is heavy. Zende is a Forrester. He is part of the legacy. But he feels so alienated, so disrespected by Steffi's leadership, that he is willing to walk away from the Forrester name entirely. He tells Hope that he wants to join her. He wants to team up with her and Deke Sharp to build a brand new empire at Logan. And honestly, my jaw is still on the floor just thinking about the implications of this. Think about it. Hope, Deke, and Zende, the ultimate trio of Forrester rejects and rebels. Deke has already proven that his designs are spectacular. The Logan catwalk was a massive hit, but adding Zende to the mix, adding a Forrester-trained designer who knows all of Steffi and Ridge's secrets, who knows the Forrester aesthetic inside and out. That would make Hope by Logan an unstoppable juggernaut. It would completely obliterate Forrester creations in the market. But, and this is a massive but, Hope is terrified, and she should be. She should be absolutely shaking in her designer boots right now. Because it's one thing to leave Forrester Creations and take Deke with her. It's one thing to launch a rival line, but to actively poach Zende. To steal a Forrester family member right out from under Ridge and Eric's noses. That is a declaration of thermonuclear war. There is no coming back from that, none. If Zen's defection actually happens, it will be a crushing, devastating blow to Ridge and Eric. Eric is already facing a massive financial disaster because Logan hijacked his press. His legacy return is in ruins if his own grandson abandons him to join the rival company that ruined his show. That might actually break Eric's heart for good, and Ridge. Ridge will lose his absolute mind. He will go on a rampage. Ridge's ego is already so fragile right now, and losing Zende to the Logans would push him over the edge. But the person Hope is actually the most worried about is her mother. Brooke Logan Forrester is already shattered by Hope's lies. We know Brooke is a mess right now. She is directing all her intense fury at Katie and Bill, blaming them for corrupting her daughter. Brooke is barely holding it together. Hope knows that if she pulls Zende into this mess, if she actively recruits a Forrester, Brooke's rage will become completely uncontrollable. Brooke is desperately trying to hold on to her marriage with Ridge. She is trying to keep the peace. If Hope steals Zende, Ridge will blame Brooke by association, and Brooke will unleash a level of wrath on Hope that we haven't seen in years. So Hope is standing at this impossible crossroads. She has to make a choice, and there is no right answer. Does she protect her family? Does she say no to Zende, send him back to Forrester, and try to minimize the damage she's already caused to her mother's life and her relationship with Brooke? Or does she lean into the villain role? Does she choose her business, solidify the strength of her new product line, and build an unstoppable empire? With Zende and Deke, knowing it will cause a permanent, bloody war with the Forresters and her own mother. I don't know, you guys. I really don't know what she's going to do. Part of me wants her to take Zende. Part of me is just so tired of Steffy getting her way, of Steffy controlling the narrative and freezing people out just because she doesn't like them. Steffy brought this on herself. She pushed Hope away. She pushed Zende away. She created the exact toxic environment that made them want to leave. So maybe I'm being harsh on Steffy. No, wait, actually I'm not. Steffy has been incredibly arrogant lately. She thought she could just put HFTF on ice and everyone would just bow down and wait for her permission to breathe. Well, surprise Steffy, people have free will. But then I look at Hope and I see the guilt eating her alive. She was having panic attacks before the fashion show. She is dreading the confrontation with Brooke. Can she really handle the psychological weight of destroying her mother's marriage? Because that's what will happen? If Zende goes to Logan, Ridge will divorce Brooke. I am calling it right now. Ridge will not be able to look at Brooke if her daughter and her sister team up to destroy his company and steal his grandson. It's just too much betrayal for one man to take, especially a man like Ridge, who already looks for any excuse to run away when things get tough. And what about Deke? How is Deke going to feel about sharing the spotlight with Zende? Deke just had the best night of his life. His designs were a massive hit. He is the star designer at Logan right now. If Zende comes in, is there going to be a clash of egos? Zende is used to being the lead. Deke is just getting a taste of the spotlight. Hope might be inviting a massive internal war into her brand new company before it even gets off the ground. Managing to mail egos in one design room. Good luck with that, Hope. It's just a mess, a beautiful, chaotic, messy soap opera masterpiece, and I am here for every single second of it. But seriously, what were the writers thinking giving us this much drama all at once? My head is spinning. We have the Wyatt and Shauna jewelry lying drama. We have the Will and Electra fallout. We have Sheila creeping around Taylor's office. And now we have Zende planning a corporate coup. It is almost too much to keep track of. I feel like I need a whiteboard and red string just to map out who hates who this week. But let's pull it back to Zende and Hope. The chemistry of that secret meeting must have been insane. Zende, frustrated, angry, feeling completely discarded by his own blood. Hope, anxious, guilty, but also thrillingly empowered by her new independence. They are two sides of the same coin right now. They are the outcasts, the rebels. The ones who were told to wait their turn and finally decided to flip the table instead. I just keep picturing Zende sitting in that Logan office, looking at the logo, looking at Hope, and realizing that this is his only way out. He can't go back to Forrester, not really. Even if Steffy suddenly decided to unfreeze his collection tomorrow, the trust is gone, the respect is gone. Zende knows he will always be second best to whatever Steffy or Ridge wants to prioritize. At Logan, he could be a king. He could build something from the ground up alongside Hope and actually own his success. But the cost, the absolute staggering cost of this move. Brooke is going to lose it. I can already hear the screaming match. Brooke storming into Logan, pointing fingers, crying about betrayal and family loyalty. And Hope is going to have to stand there and take it. She is going to have to look her mother in the eye and say, "I chose my business over your peace of mind." That is brutal. That is so dark for Hope. We are used to Hope being the sweet, accommodating one. The one who always tries to do the right thing and keep everyone happy. But this is ruthless business. And maybe that's what she needs to be. Maybe the fashion industry requires you to be ruthless. Katie and Bill certainly think so. They are probably popping champagne right now, hoping Zende signs on the dotted line. Because Bill Spencer loves nothing more than sticking it to Ridge Forrester, stealing Ridge's grandson. That would be the ultimate victory for Bill. Bill would probably throw a parade down Rodeo Drive just to rub it in Ridge's face. I'm just rambling now, I know. My brain is fried from staring at these screens and trying to piece together where this is all going. But I can't help it. I care about these characters. I've been watching them make the same mistakes for years, and yet, somehow, this feels different. This feels like a permanent shift in the power dynamic. Forrester Creations has always been the untouchable giant. But now, they are bleeding talent. They are losing their edge. And Logan is rising from the ashes like a very well-dressed phoenix. Okay, that sounded dramatic, but you get what I mean. The landscape is changing. And Zende is holding the match that could burn the old Forrester empire to the ground. Will Hope let him light it? Or will she blow it out to save her mother? Honestly, if I were Hope, I would be so tempted to just say yes. I mean, Steffy has been so awful to her lately. Steffy practically forced her out the door. Why shouldn't Hope take the best talent with her? If Forrester Creations doesn't want to use Zen's designs, why should they just sit in a drawer collecting dust? It's bad business on Steffy's part, and Hope is just capitalizing on it. That's what a good CEO does. But Hope isn't just a CEO, she's a daughter, and that's the trap. The fans on social media are already taking sides, obviously. Half the people are screaming that Hope is a traitor and a snake, and the other half are cheering her on for finally standing up to the Forrester bullying. I kind of fall somewhere in the middle today. I love the drama, but I also feel terrible for Eric. Eric just wanted to have one last glorious fashion show, and now his family is tearing itself apart in the press. It's tragic, really. But back to Zende. I really hope the writers don't just drop this. I want to see Zende actually make the jump. I want to see him walk into Forrester Creations, hand his resignation to Steffy, and tell her exactly why he is leaving. I want to see the look on her face when she realizes her petty vendetta against Hope just cost her one of her best designers. That would be television gold. Pure gold. So what do you guys think? Is Hope going to risk it all and hire Zende? Is Brooke going to actually explode if she does? Let me know, because I am going to be obsessing over this until the next episode drops. I swear this show is going to give me an ulcer one of these days, but I just can't look away. Until next time, stay bold, stay beautiful, and try not to betray your entire family before dinner.